What's up, everyone? Adrian Morrison here, and I'm excited to have you here. I am feeling much better this week. If you were on the webinar last week, I was a little down, just a little bit down, but I'm good now. I have a phenomenal training ready for you, so I'm stoked to have you here. Everyone's piling in the room right now. I'll probably share my webcam here in just a little bit. I like for everybody to be able to join. So let's just do, I got to change this because Shopify changed their promotion and everyone's piling in. Go ahead and do me a favor and just type in a 1 if you could see my screen and you can hear my voice. All right, so just go ahead and type it a 1 if you can see my screen, hear my voice. Now, while everyone's joining, I just want to do a quick little, intro to the webinar. So this is the Profit Power Hour. I do this webinar series every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. Sometimes they're basic, sometimes they're advanced, but I make sure that no matter what level you are at as a beginner, all the way to advanced marketer, you get value from these webinars. And every week, what we do is we follow along, and typically like a 2 to 3 week boot camp where we accomplish a goal, right? So as I'm doing things in my business, I take you by the hand on this webinar and I bring you along for the ride. And that way you always stay on the cutting edge. Let's see if I can get my camera on now. Can everybody see me? Yes. Sorry, the lighting's really bad in here. We've got like white LED lights in there and like yellow lights here, so the lighting looks funky. I still got to get all that set up. But so essentially, what I do is, as I'm implementing things in my business, I bring you along for the ride, and I show you step by step by step. Sometimes I do things fast, and sometimes I take things one step at a time and to accomplish one big goal. And so if you follow along with these webinars, you're going to get so much done. You're going to build your business. We're going to build our businesses together, and it will be a win-win situation. Now, on the right-hand side is all of my social media, and you choose to follow me or not. If you're on Facebook, I always post content on there. Instagram is where I pretty much live the majority of the day if I'm on social media. And YouTube, I release free training videos every week, so subscribe. And then we've got the other social medias I'm present on as well. On the left-hand side, we have some apps and software that are optional for you to install on your Shopify store, or that could help you with Facebook ads. So you can go to those links at any time, see review videos on those, and learn how they can help tweak your business, optimize your business, and build it into a machine that is more likely to generate sales. Now, on the bottom side, you have the essential fulfillment apps, and these I do believe are essential, okay? So Pillow Profits is our #1 pick for drop shipping and doing print on demand. I've done multiple 7 figures with Pillow Profits products. Incredible. So amsecretlink.com/profits, go check them out. They are $29 a month. So if you don't have that in the budget, it's okay. There are other options. That's just my main pick. Then Shine On is at profitph.com/shine, and they do really amazing jewelry that will essentially allow you to create custom high quality jewelry that crushes on holidays. And then Zendrop is our AliExpress replacement. It's a US based company that will do everything for you, automate the whole drop shipping process, the products, the customer support, the fulfillment, and they have US vendors. So it's an incredible platform. You can go get a free trial at profitph.com/Zendrop. All right, so make sure you check out all of that stuff. If you're new here, I know that's a lot of information. The good news is every week I say the exact same thing in the first 5 minutes of this webinar, so you can always go back and do things when it makes sense for you. Don't get overwhelmed, and don't go like, put a bunch of apps on your store that you don't need right now, or buy this and buy that and do this and do that. You got to have precision, focus, You have to literally do one thing at a time and accomplish your goal rather than a zillion things that you never finish. You know, coaching is so important when it comes to focus. And I know that the idea here on these webinars is for me to take you in and for me to teach you how to launch a Facebook ad or find a hot product. But you also need mentorship and coaching on how to focus and how to implement. It's not always about what you need to implement. It's about the mindset and the strategy that goes into implementing the things that I teach. And I myself have a entrepreneurial coach, a performance coach, and she is amazing. I pay her an immense amount of money, and I talk to her once a week, and I go over like what are my struggles and what are the different obstacles that derailed me for the week, and how do I get on track and execute a plan. And since I started talking to someone with that outside perspective that could help me focus, my business has really exploded. So I want you to be able to do the same thing. I want you to learn how to focus. I want you to learn how to implement and execute and benefit from the investments that I make to to learn all of this stuff, be it from ads, be it from learning to focus, learning business strategy, whatever it is. So welcome to the webinar, and I'm going to just jump over here to our notepad here. We're on part 2. So if you missed last week's webinar, make sure that you go back and watch the replay. I'll show you how to watch the replay in a moment. But for now, everyone go to our private Facebook group, the Profit Power Hour, and tell everybody to hop on the webinar before it maxes out. Get in here, get motivated, get ready to take action, and get ready to consume some knowledge and take one more step toward your goals, right? One more step toward your very own successful e-commerce store. And we do have so many things in store in the upcoming weeks that I believe are going to blow your mind. So while you do that, just so you know, if you are not currently in the Profit Power Hour Facebook group, just make sure that you pop over here. We got 18,000 plus members in here, and apply. It's free. If you are a member of the Profit Power Hour webinars, then you will be accepted to the group for free. So just go apply and get in. And for everyone else, just make sure that you go and you post, because this is how I choose winners every week for our cash prize giveaway. And speaking of being part 2, finding and setting up a reward program to build passive income for your e-commerce store, make sure that you go over to your accessadrian.com members area. So just check this out. Go to your Access Adrian members area here and scroll down and click on the Profit Power Hour. It's going to be located under My Courses and Software. And when you do that, it's going to take you to a members area, and you can watch every single past replay we've done of this webinar. So if you're brand new here and you're just coming in, you're like, whoa, what is all this stuff Adrian's got going on? It's okay. It's like sometimes it's kind of like walking into class in the middle of class, but the difference is I have everything you need in your own time to kind of catch up if we're on a 1 or 2 part or a 2 or 3 part series. So if you just go to this free members area, you can go and you can watch last week's training, where I gave y'all literally the exact copy that you needed to set up to build your own VIP rewards club program for your store. Now, a VIP reward program is essentially an upsell. So whenever somebody comes and buys a product from your store, maybe they're buying these little gel mouse pad things, so your wrist can chill and be comfortable when you're on the computer all day. It doesn't matter. You upsell people into your reward program for a monthly fee in exchange for perks and discounts and hot drops before the general public gets to see it. So it's an exclusive membership, and what it does is it creates for you passive profits out of thin air. And that sounds crazy, right? Passive income and profit out of thin air. And I love physical products, right? I love selling on my Shopify stores. I just had an order a second ago come in for like over $100 on my store. So I was sitting here, and to be honest, I was trading NFTs. We'll talk about that later. That's cryptocurrencies and whatnot. And I just saw like another $102 order or something pop in on Shopify. I love passive income, but with digital products, right, that's essentially what your reward program is it's thin air. It's a digital product. There's no product cost. If I'm drop shipping this, I may never see it, I may never touch it, and I may never personally ship it. Same thing goes with these marble coasters right here. I still have to pay a cost of goods to my vendor. Does that make sense? So if I sell it for $20 and the product is $5 from the factory, then I make $15. When I sell a membership program, I don't have to ship anything. It's instant delivery. It's 100% profit, and it rebills every month. And that's what we're doing right now. Is we're essentially copying what the biggest players in e-commerce are doing: Pier 1, Radio Shack, Rihanna's Beauty Company, I believe Kylie Cosmetics, and so many more. They have reward membership offers, and they generate passive income. And so I want that for your business. I want you to wake up the beginning of the month and have no worries whatsoever, and to know that it's factual that you will be generating profit and revenue every month, so you don't chase the dollar. But you have to build, and you have to start at step number 1. So last week, what we did is we built the product that we are going to display to our customers. And that is this product right here. So we're on Gear Grabber. Everybody can see this. Just go ahead and say yes if you can see this, so my team can make sure you can still see the screen. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, cool. So whenever somebody is shopping for a product on my Shopify store, let me just kind of roll through some of these here. So anytime that they are coming over here and checking out, where was it? I didn't have my screen set up properly, but anytime they are coming through and purchasing a product, like let's just say fine jewelry, I believe it was under one of these. So let's just check a couple real quick. Yep, there it is. They're shopping for a product. Underneath that product, they see the opportunity to add our VIP club membership to their order to get instantly 20% off of their order and free shipping, right? So that was the goal, is when we're selling products to upsell people into this membership, and the value prop there is an instant savings on whatever it is you're buying. So for example, if you're selling a $20 product, you could give people 20% off and then give them $4 off of their order. You could also give them free shipping, which is going to save them $5 or so. So there's a value prop of about $9, right, immediately when they join your reward program. And the reward program is only $10 a month. So in people's brains, they say, oh, well, you know, it's almost like a wash. It's free, right? So why not do it? And I might use it later and save even more. So that's really the mindset and the idea behind a reward program. Now, what we did last week is we set this up, okay? So I showed you how to actually come in here and create the reward program, because in your Shopify store, you have to set it up. You go to products, and you would come over here and you would hit add a product. So you would add a new product to the store. And what we did is we already had it done. So here it is. Here's the one that we've already done. And to make it simple for you, what we did last week for everyone that was on the webinar and watched the replay is I gave you everything. I took this and I put it into a TXT file for you to copy and paste. So that way you could copy and paste the product and modify it however you saw fit. As a matter of fact, it's still on the replay page right now. So if you go to your emails and you check emails from the previous days, you'll see a link to this page, and you'll be able to hit download, you know, last week's notes. And when you hit the download button, guess what it's going to do? It's going to download for you a TXT file, and you will see right here, once you hit download, it's going to pull up a description. And you can copy and paste this directly in your Shopify store, right? So you can copy and paste this in your store and poof, it is yours, right? So you're able to quickly copy the exact product. Let me get back to it. VIP Rewards Club that I set up. Now, what you'll want to do, and I want to go over this because y'all are in here and you've done this as of last week, or if you're new, you can still go do this, is I have different perks that I give people in the reward program that we built here. So we're charging $10.97 per month. All right, can everybody see that? That's what we're charging here is $10.97 a month. You could charge whatever you want. It could be $9, $11, but it needs to be, you know, around the price of a really nice Starbucks cup of coffee. And people are usually cool with it. And then there are a couple of other places in here where we list like the what you're going to get. So free shipping on all orders and up to 40% off of our products store-wide, priority processing, where we'll move their products to the front of the drop ship line, VIP customer service and support. Now, you don't have to copy exactly what I have here. You might want to go in and you might want to change yours to up to 20% off or 40% off or 60% off. And I want to point out something that's really, 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 really important when you're building your own reward program. And that is these phrases, this phrase right here, where it says up to, right? So where it says up to, and I'm just going to highlight it to make it really simple for you to see it. You don't want to promise people 40% off of everything because you don't know what your numbers are going to be in the future, right? So what you want to do is you want to say up to 40%. So they're always getting a discount, but sometimes it's 10%, it's 20% on particular items. So for example, if you have a product that is $100 that you're selling and you give a 40% discount off of that, that's 40 bucks, right? So you're only bringing home $60 if you do that, and you'll have product costs and stuff like that involved. So you got to know your numbers, right? So what up to 40% does is it allows us to dictate how good of a deal based off our profit margins that we can give people on specific products, be it AirPods or iPhone accessories or print on demand gear or whatever it may be. Does that make sense? Just go ahead so we can review that chat and say yes. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And I know that a lot of you in here are probably on here as from the recent Tai Lopez promotion. Tai Lopez, a good friend of mine, emailed out and recommended that people join my webinars and my program and everything. So I want to say welcome to you. We've actually been looking at, Tai owns, as y'all know, Radio Shack and Pier 1. So what we're really doing is, I mean, we're modeling what's happening on Radio Shack and Pier 1. I mean, it works, right? So when people come here, they get a rewards program. Now, you'll see that for Radio Shack, Tai has 10% off this order and all future orders while a rewards member. So Radio Shack does it a little bit differently, and so does Pier 1. Radio Shack's rewards program is $9.99 a month, and they say free shipping and returns. Look, these are the keywords you want to look for on select items. What that does is it gives you an out. You always want to have an out when you're doing custom merch, because if somebody comes in and buys $500 worth of custom merchandise, AKA print on demand t-shirts, right, that you're stuck with if they refund them, which isn't likely to happen, but it could, right? Then you want to be able to say on your print on demand items or custom printed products, there are no returns. I've always said, unless it's a defected item, there are no returns on custom printed goods, because I mean, if I'm selling t-shirts and I'm custom printing those t-shirts at Pillow Profits or T-Launch or wherever it is, and somebody comes and buys a whole bunch for their family reunion, and then wants to do a refund, like I'm just stuck with the cost on that, you know? So what we like to do is also, I can see Ty's doing this, is we just like to tell people, hey, if it's a custom printed product, and we custom print a lot of our products, then there are no returns. But if it's a product like from Zendrop or AliExpress, for example, like this light or whatever, yeah, we'll take returns on those. So it's always important, just in terms of business, to prepare for the worst, right? But hope for the best. I'm sure you've heard that phrase before. And that's really what this is here, is on select items, right? And then that's what this is over here, where I say up to, right? We're giving ourselves the ability to, adjust the discount wherever we see fit at 10%, 20%, 40%. That way we're able to still make a profit, right? But always give people really good deals. So that's an important piece of the puzzle here. Now, the other thing that you really want to do is you want to make sure that people they understand that when they join your monthly membership, that they're going to be billed automatically every single 30 days. So we have that listed in here. You'll be billed every 30 days following the initial sign up. And of course, Shopify will send them a receipt every time that happens. And then you want to make sure that people know how to cancel the membership as well, right? So what we have here is two little pointers here where people can click. These would link to like your support page. So you would turn this into a little hyperlink, and it would just go geargrabber.com/support or whatever. If you don't have like a support page, then you could say, email us at support@geargrabber.com with subject cancel membership. All right, so at this point, you might want to adjust what is said down here. And the reason that you might want to do that is if you don't have like an automated support page or whatever, you could just tell people, hey, if you want to cancel, email support with subject line cancel membership, and we'll cancel your membership for you. And I love doing that because what it does is it lets people know up front, hey, it's going to be easy to cancel this subscription. A lot of people's fear when it comes to getting into a subscription service is that they're going to get stuck and there's not going to be a way to cancel. So you want to give people an easy way to cancel their membership should they desire. And guess what? People are going to do it. People are going to cancel their membership. It's inevitable. You'll come up, we went over this last week, so I won't go over it much anymore. Just find yourself a good logo here to represent your VIP club. We price ours at $10.97. Ty, Radio Shack, Peer do $9.99 a month. And then you'll also need the app called Recharge. Now, Recharge is a Shopify app. I don't own it. I don't make any money if you get it. I think the app does have like a little expense of like 20 or 30 bucks. But this is the app that lets you set your Shopify store up to be a subscription store, right? So when you install this on your store, you're able to then select products on your store and apply a rebill to them, a subscription. Without this app, you can't do it. So you have to ask yourself, do I think that I could, let's say this is 30 bucks a month. Do I think that I could sell 3 people a month this monthly membership? And that would pay for the software. Now, I mean, guys, girls, ladies, gentlemen, you should be rebilling more than 3 people a month, okay? You should be rebilling tons of people as you build your business. These rebills are gonna grow. So when it comes to paying 20, 30 bucks for the tools that will manage the rebill for you, I don't think if you're rebilling $5,000, $10,000 a month, you're going to care about 30 bucks. So remember that when you get a tool like Recharge, it is an investment by which you expect to produce a return, right? So don't say, oh, great, another thing I've got to add to my Shopify store, huff and puff, boo-hoo. You're building a business. You want the tools that are there to help your business excel, grow, and scale past the average person's. This is it right here. So just get it. It's awesome. All right. And once you install this on your store, at the bottom of your product, you'll see where it says subscription service, and you can add a subscription service to it. So I'll just go do this real fast. So if we come over here to apps, I've already installed Recharge. So we're going to scroll down here. There is the recurring billing by Recharge app. It's installed on my store. It's one-click install. It's so easy to set up. A complete novice can set this up, a complete newbie. And when you open up the app, what you're going to see is, sorry, there is like this little fly, and it is flying around, buzzing around my face. I'm trying so hard not to look like I'm distracted, but it's gross. All right, so stop. Gosh, this little fly has been like hovering in my face all day. It's like teeny tiny. All right, where was I? This is what happens when you're like, I can't like hit pause or anything and get the fly out of here. Anyways, when you open up the app, it's gonna have up here orders, customers, products, integrations, analytics. You're gonna click on products. And when you click on products, it will pull in any and all of your Shopify products. So I could hit add a product here, and it's going to pull up all of our Shopify products. So I would just come in here and type in VIP, and well, I already have our membership in here, but it would pull up your VIP membership program. Mine is right here. We already had it in here. And this is where you can set up the description. So you can set this up, but man, this thing is going to drive me crazy. I'm so sorry, y'all. You can set this up by just clicking on it and hitting your subscription type. And we'll go over this more in the future. I don't want to like go over your head right now, but it's fairly simple. Look, there's only a couple of options. What type of subscription do you want this to be? A one-time subscription where your products will have the option, your product will have the option of being purchased as a one-time item or a recurring subscription item, or a subscription-only item, right, where this is only offered as a recurring subscription or a prepaid subscription. So let me ask you this. If somebody was subscribing to a monthly membership, would you want them to have the option to just subscribe for 1 month? No. You want them to have to subscribe to a monthly membership that is auto-renewed, because if you don't do that, they're not going to remember to come back every month and renew that membership. So the key here is not to give them a one-time option with this particular product. You want this to be subscription only, all right? Because this is like what you would use for the monthly membership. So just make sure that when you're setting up your reward program, it's not an optional buy it just this one time, because then what will happen is people will buy it that one time to get the discount on that order, and then they might not get it again. You want them to get in a monthly subscription. So then you'd scroll down and say, okay, well, how often do you want to bill your customer? Now, don't get caught up in this saying ship product, because we're not really shipping, it's a digital product, but what we're saying is that we are renewing their membership essentially every 30 days, right? And we can set this up to expire after X amount of months or charges, but we don't really want to do that. We want the customer to decide when they want to cancel their membership. And you also want to make it abundantly clear to your customer how to cancel that membership. So if they are getting billed and they don't want to be billed, they know how to cancel. That's why we give them our email address, and we on their receipt, they can reply to the receipt and it'll go to support and we can cancel their membership. Because let me tell you something, one thing you do not want to do is bill a bunch of people every month that don't want to be billed, that are trying to cancel, because it'll ruin your customer base. Like if people are getting billed for something they don't want to be billed for because you've made it impossible to cancel a membership, do you think they're ever going to come back to your website and your store and buy anything? No, right? Give them a fair chance, a more than fair chance, a very clear opportunity to cancel. So have it on your website, have it in support, have it in the emails that they can cancel anytime they want. And even if and when you do that, my friends, there will still be people that can't figure out how to cancel. So the one thing about having a subscription service offer is people are not smart, okay? Even if you put it right in front of their face, they will miss it. You want to know why? Because they don't read. People don't read, and it's inevitable. It's going to happen, and so you have to be prepared for it. Heck, even with my subscription products, like for my Shopify apps that y'all have access to, a lot of people are like, I've been trying to cancel for 4 months. Well, I wouldn't say a lot of people, but every now and again we'll have that one person say, I've been trying to cancel for 4 months and I emailed some random email address. I'm like, why didn't you just email the email that's inside your software at support@accessadrian.com? Really simple, you know, but it's my responsibility and it's your responsibility with a subscription product, regardless of if people read or don't read, to make it as clear as possible. And that's how you run a good business, because if they do cancel, they might come back and buy again later, right? So you want to make sure that you make it very, very clear. And then once this is set up, I mean, it's done. Like that's it. The product is set. Now, whenever people buy this upgrade and get this membership, right, this app will make sure that every single month, anybody that is in your VIP Rewards Club is billed $10.97 a month. Does that make good sense? Just say yes, 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 yes. Okay. So let's come over here and let's just take some notes real fast. All right. So in taking notes, all right. Start with a new page here. All right, so we're gonna call this a two-step Empire. Oops, that's my company setup. All right, so there's 2 steps to setting up and building your subscription empire. And I do want you to understand that there are 2 very important apps that you're going to need access to. All right, so the first app, we've gone over it before and we just went over it again, and that is Recharge. Okay, so step 1 is going to be to step 1 is install plus set up Recharge app. Okay, that's step number 1. Really simple to do here. Nothing special. I just showed you how to do it. You go to the Shopify App Store, you install the Recharge app, and then you select the product that you want to add the rebill to, and then you choose that you want to rebill every 30 days. Boom, boom, boom. It's done. It's set up. All right. Step number 2, all right, is going to be to set up your membership program. All right, so set up or I should say the membership program, or you know what, we should say the reward program. Now, step 2 is going to require another app, right? And the other app we teased a little bit last week. I talked to you a little bit about it last week. And there are other options. This is just the one that we use. All right, it is called Wholesale Pricing Discount. So if you want to find Wholesale Pricing Discount, all you have to do is come over here to the Shopify App Store. Look, you go up here to customize your store, and you would then, oh, where'd the page go? One sec. Oh, we'll see to relog in. 1 second. There you go. All right, so what you would do is you come over here to Shopify App Store and you would search for Wholesale Pricing Discount. So in that bar right there, you're going to type in Wholesale Pricing Discount. All right. I'm going to walk you through this step by step by step. Now, when you type this in, there's going to be a bunch of different things that come up. All right. You're looking for this one right here, Wholesale Pricing Discount with the purple tag. All right, by Wholesale Helper. I'm going to try to zoom in on this and make it really big. There we go. This one right here that I'm highlighting on the right-hand side. If you want to screenshot this, take a picture with your phone or whatever, do this just so you don't forget later, because there are a couple of things that come up. This one on the right that I've highlighted is the one that you want to put on your store. Wholesale Pricing Discounts on the right side here. My mouse is on top of it. This is the one that you want. Now, like I said, you can choose other ones. I don't get anything. It's not an affiliate link. There's no catch here. It's just simply the one that we use. Like there's nothing else to it. I know that there are lots of skeptics and they think that, you know, people like me that are in the education space and the mentor space only recommend stuff that we make money from, but majority of what I recommend to you, I don't make a dime off of. I'm just showing you literally exactly what I am using. So there's nothing hidden about it. All right, so you would click this, and when you click this here, you are going to then, hold on just a second. I think my internet is freezing up. 1 sec. All right, so let me see if I can get this fixed real quick. All right, I think that we might have it fixed. Can everybody see this? Just say yes. I'm scrolling up and down. Just go ahead and say yes if you could see this. Sorry, sometimes there's just some technology issues here. Just go ahead and say yes if you can see it. All right. Awesome. All right. So I had to turn my webcam off because it felt like things were getting kind of stuck. But anyways, once you get here, all right, you're going to install the Wholesale Pricing Discount app. Now, this again, there's a little charge to it. It's 19 bucks a month. So just bear in mind that they have a 21-day free trial, or it's $19 a month. Okay. Now, once you install this app, they're going to do everything for you. And this is what we touched on last week. Okay. Once you install this app on your store, when you log into the app, they are going to set things up for you. And they are going to make sure that they come in and set everything up that you could possibly need. So let me see if I can have that little, if I still have that little section pulled up over here. Perfect. Yeah. So whenever you install this application, right, what they're going to do is they're going to ask you to add their staff to your Shopify store. All right, so when you open it up, you're not going to be able to do anything. All right, you're not going to be able to do anything at all other than add them to your store. So there's 3 simple steps. All right, you got to copy this email address right here. All right, so themes@wholesalehelper.io. And then you're going to need to give them these selected permissions on your store. I know that this is a bit more tedious, but here's the good news is they have a video right here for you to watch. They have everything you could possibly need to add. Like it's really simple, all right? So step number 1 is you want to copy this email address, themes@wholesalehelper.io. And then you want to make sure that we provide to them full permissions or specific permissions. If your store is new, just give them full permissions. I mean, I think it's going to be okay. But otherwise, they've told you if you want to be more private, you just need to give them access to these things that are currently check marked right here. If you have a new store without a bunch of data, without a bunch of sales, then who cares if they have full access, right? Nothing really is, they're not gonna be able to see anything. You have a brand new store. All right, so underneath this, they're gonna have the button that says add a staff member. And so they're going to set this up for you. When you click add a staff member, all you have to do is come over here. It's gonna open this page up and you put in their email address here. And then under first name, I would just do like, theme helper. Right? So we're going to add them. Now, at this point, we either give them full permissions to the store, right? Or we can check these boxes that we want to give them access to. I'll leave that up to you. And then you hit send invite. Now, what this is going to do is it's going to send the invite to this company right here. And they're going to log in your store and they're going to set everything up for you. They're going to set everything up for you, right? So that way, whenever you log in the future, you're able to then create discount groups and, you're able to create the membership program. This software here entails every single thing that you need to set up in your membership program is available and it's here. Is everybody with me on this? Just go ahead and say yes, 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 yes. Okay, awesome. All right, cool. All right, so now obviously tonight, I think I've given you, I'm gonna cut it short because I think I've given you enough to do. I know usually I go hour to hour 15 minutes, but I feel like this is a bit of a task here. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna follow these 2 steps, okay? Step number 1 is install the Recharge app. And step number 2 is install wholesale pricing discount app, okay? And then you're going to add them as staff and they will do a complete done for you setup. All right, is everybody with me on this? Just go ahead and say yes if you're with me on this. Yes, 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 yes. All right, so step number 1, install Recharge. Step number 2 is you want to set up your reward program. All right, I think I'm back. Okay, cool. So weird sometimes when GoTo freezes up. So you want to set up the reward program, and you can only do that if you have an app like Wholesale Pricing Discount. So make sure that you get that. Make sure that you use it. Make sure that you let their staff set it up for you. Again, they will do it for you. Okay, so you don't have to do anything to install it. You install it. You add them as a staff member on your Shopify store, and poof, they will log in. They will set everything up, and then you can delete them as a staff member so they can't access anything in the future. But this will ensure that you can go in and you can build that reward program, and you can set things up, and you can start offering your reward program and profiting from that and build a passive income and a subscription empire with your Shopify store. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I would say this is one of the more tedious technical webinars that I've done. But if I don't do webinars like this where I show you the steps to take, then I can't show you how to profit handsomely from a subscription empire. So a lot of people would charge to walk you through this stuff and put all of this in a paid course. I want you to be able to do this particular thing, and I want to be able to show it to you on these Profit Power Hours. So hope that y'all enjoyed this, and you got 2 steps for homework: install Recharge, install the reward program. Last week we built the reward program, like the framework of it. Now we're going to install the Recharge app. We're going to install the other app that lets us build the mechanics, the discounts, like set up the membership, right, for people that we're selling to them, and you'll be set up to crush it. So go ahead and do that. Next week, we're going to start building this out. We're going to build this business together. Things get easier from here. Then it's just click this, click that, super simple. Get these 2 apps installed on your store if you want to build a subscription store. Next week, we're going to set up the reward program, and then the next week, we're going to start finding hot products that we can start selling. So again, I think my screen's freezing up, so I'm going to go off the webcam, but we're going to give away $100 inside of our Facebook group, so make sure that you go into the Profit Power Facebook group. I'm going to announce a $100 winner pretty soon. Sorry for cutting this short if you wanted me to go longer, but I feel like this is enough for y'all to take in tonight and to implement. And there's not much more I would want to add to this until we get these 2 things set up. So I love you all. Be back Tuesday night, 9 p.m. EST, and I will see you there for the next training. Go to the Facebook group, the Profit Power Facebook group. I'm going to give away $100. All right. So that's it. I love you all. Wish you a ton of success. See you next week, same place, same time, right here for more free training and cash giveaways on the Profit Power Hour. Okay. Good night, y'all.